Caitlyn Kiraman. Like a bunch of other people, I got to play on this character a little bit. I'm pretty impressed because this character is not cool. Agreed. She has no right of being as fun as she is. I was like, all right. You guys did a good job. And this is kind of what I expected. Like, they just make dope kits in this game. Sighting target. Dope. She doesn't do super into hot on the trail. Wall bounce. This stage is awesome, by the way. It looks so good. It might be my favorite stage now. This, it's a toss up between this. Oh my god. White woman sweep, kind of. Double tap. Dude, just one arm toss. I can't wait to see her do that to like the big characters. Sighted.
We're going to Chipotle. I need people on the bus now.
The air S2. Oh my god. Side swap. The snap downward scared me the first time I saw it. And the restand with the trap. Aegis. See me in the Piltoverian club doing Aegis Reflector. This skin is so good, by the way. Like, this skin is... I'm really happy they had the Arcane skin. And it has, like, the rifle she had from this, right? Like... yeah, it is very cool. Happy Chaos roll. Throw out the Aegis. Side swap, side swap, side swap onto the trap. Dude. The headshot line is also really cool. There's so much cool stuff. This character is just... they did a good job. I'll say it. They did a good job. Buy super assist OTGing, by the way. Dude, level 3.
I don't miss.
Yeah, they did a good job. I think it's cool she has like a nice mix of up close mix-up options and zoning. She's not just like, I shoot the sniper. Side swapping backflip that you can combo off of. Like special cancel and stuff. Like, what the hell? Very cool. And that restands the trap there you saw. She has forward and back roll as well, they show here. Like, that's backwards roll. And then she has forward roll. She has like an air dash mechanic also. So she can like throw her trap and then she shoots the trap and then this gives her like a bullet and then she has like an air dash.
Nice try.
Like right here, this is OTG shot, air dash.
Shall we?
And then Vi super assist OTGing here. This is a big buff that is not mentioned in the patch notes, by the way. I think her super assist before this was the worst super assist in the game. So giving it an OTG is like really big. The way she air dashes here, air dash by shooting this like backwards, just like the E forward in League, and then you die. classic Caitlyn behavior. Very bummed at how fun she looks. That's a good description of the trailer. I like her level 3. I think it's really cool. I don't know what else you would do for a sniper character level 3. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was a sniper, I would just aim at them and shoot them. Forehead. They do a good job with the character designs. So I hate that she's cool. I don't really think there's a lot of like misses in the game. I think all the characters are really fun. So I wasn't worried about that, but I think she's more fun than I expected. Aegis Reflector is 10x cooler than like whatever other bullshit they could have had her do. You know what I mean? She's got gunshot. Hold S1, it turns red. Doosh, and it knocks him up. Hold and aim up. Aim at this guy. We got air version. And then S1, S2 cancel. S1, S1 cancel. And then this is a slump animation. So if you, it slumps if you hit them grounded. Boom. And then this is a wall bounce if they're airborne. She's got gun recas. And then she's got forward off of this. Little slide. Very cool. That's a slump. Advancing roll, which is the forward S1. And it goes through you. And it steals the corner. And she has a slide off of it. And she could gun off of it into gun. Regular gun knocking up like that's interesting. I wonder if there's something for it. Backwards roll. Backwards roll gun. Backwards roll charge gun. So she's got backwards, forward, and neutral gun. And down gun. That's chargeable. This is the one she does after the cartwheel. She does cartwheel, like back heavy into down S1. And she can cancel it into bola just like the other one. Hold gun, aim mix. Well, it's a good thing that they made the not holdable system change, right? For her neutral B, she wields a gun, the Bola Boost. The cupcake trap. And the trap hits you, and then it restands you. And she can do it in the air. And she can shoot the gun off of it. This is what we saw in the trailer. She did like that into air dash cancel. This is a dive kick. And then she has a follow-up dive kick, bola cancel. And then she has dive kick startup air dash. That's forward assist, back assist. This seemed like good assist. Bouncing bullet assist. Okay, that's just cool. Her super can hit on the ground. So this OTG is also. And she can do it in the air. She's got Gimlet. Gimlet. The panels on the mirror. The mirror also hits. And then you can shoot through it. And it breaks the panels. Oh, you can shoot through the... Oh my god. Guy who has only seen Happy Chaos watching his second fighting game character. Getting a lot of Happy Chaos vibes from this. And then patch note stuff. Coming in with patch preview to help prepare competitors for Frosty. This is not all changes, some. Core gameplay, we found projectiles lead to a lot of chaos and unclear outcomes, so we're making changes to their functionality. Some of the least fun matches I played are like matches where I fought like Teemo, Jinx, freestyle. And all the team did was like shoot projectiles, and then I would hit them, but then like the projectile that their character shot would just like hit me, and they would like tech, and then they would shoot another projectile tag, and then the thing would just stay on the screen. And it was like this moment of just like, there's stuff on the screen and I can't interact with it, and I just get hit, and I don't even lose, I'm just mad. Most projectiles will be deleted when you hit point champions or an assist champions if they fired that projectile. This includes wind wall, time winder, rockets, mushrooms, etc. Aerial projectiles now place champs in an interrupt state, which is counter hit recovery. We're removing the ability to charge projectile assists when tagged out. We aren't happy with the gameplay that's emerging from this behavior. So one of the biggest things Teemo does in this version of the game is he holds S1 and he slingshot tags. And he just holds the projectile, and then your other character runs at them and doesn't mix up. Even if you hit the point character, the projectile is going to come out anyway, and it's still going to hit you. Or the other annoying thing is you just try to block. Because Teemo is holding the projectile at the back of the screen can't move. Like the stage can't expand, so you're stuck in like a corner. It's a whole gross interaction that it's very abusable, and it feels really gross. Hitting assist doesn't have much meaning and is contributing heavily to runaway. So we're adding a 4-second cooldown when you hit an assist. You know when people were complaining about backdashers a while ago? The big culprits were the fact that assists don't take much penalty from being hit, and air actions are really powerful. So you just backdash to full screen, throw out your assist. If someone engages, you jump up and do an air special on tag. But notice how people complained about backdashing and then they kind of stopped. They realized like, wait a minute, I don't think this is actually the problem. Assist champions will peace out if they get hit while KO'd. Thank God. Because sometimes you'll be comboing like some random body of the character you kill, and then you just can't combo the point character. This is really, 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 really nice. All 8-frame jabs are now 7-frame jabs, which is these characters, and 8 frames were too slow to contest on defense, so these champions jabs should feel more usable. Echo, Yasuo, Ahri, and Teemo. I think most people think that these are 4 of the best characters in this version. Maybe Warwick above them. Sometimes this is not the only changes these characters will get also, right? So keep in mind. Echo can no longer teleport out of grab recovery. This is actions without consequences. A pretty big nerf to like his install pressure, which you can't guaranteed do Burrito OS like that anymore. There's other OSs that still work, but like obviously, you know. Ahri throwing an aerial fireball no longer refreshes her air dash. This is a pretty big nerf IMO to her neutral. I don't think it's that big of a deal for her combos and pressure generally. There's a few exceptions, but this is mostly neutral. It just basically kills her stalling time a bit and makes her more fightable on the ground. Once she commits to her air actions, like you can actually be like, okay, she doesn't have anything left, I can go play the game. I thought it was a cool mechanic, but I think it led to her stalling in the air and kind of doing nothing for a long time. Yasuo's standing and down M have significantly more recovery with an improved hitbox on his stand M to compensate. Somebody is already like, how dare they buff Yasuo in any way, shape, or form? His standing medium, like his 5M, was the worst 5M in the game, I think, before. Even though it's still a good button, like it's not like it's unusable or anything. It just whiffed on crouchers randomly. He has worse recovery on his M's, his medium buttons. But that's not that big of a nerf, I think. Teemo's getting his remaining nerfs from the hotfix that went out late last year. This includes additional requirements for badges, One thing is that good team up players can get the badges in one combo or like pretty close to it a lot of time. Less duration on bushfire and neutral. I wish this was on Yasuo wind wall as well. I hate how long Yasuo wind wall into jump S2 stays on the screen, because like once wind wall is out, you like can't move for like 5 seconds. And small nerfs to S1 super and super assist duration. Pretty sizable nerfs to Teemo probably. Though bigger nerf than all of this is the held slingshot. These nerfs all exist because they don't want this character winning the way he does, which is super tag and sitting in the bush and then igniting it, and then sitting in the bush and igniting it over and over, and slingshot tag. And if he ends up too weak after all of these changes, then they'll buff him, the character, rather than like the way he abuses system mechanics in like a gross way. Other buffs, right? We have meaningful and targeted changes for all the other champions. For some, this is general suites of buffs on underused moves. For others, this includes changes to functionalities designed to open up new pressure options. Also, this is not the only changes, by the way. Blitzcrank hurt boxes and normals on standing M, crouching M, standing H, back heavy, and running heavy are significantly improved. He often cannot throw out buttons in neutral, and they'll win interactions much more often. So just his normals are all buffed. Braum keeps unbreakable when performing S2 super while in unbreakable, and has an enhanced back assist. This is a big buff, actually. I thought he would have this like the first time I ever played him, but they like didn't ever do this. That means you can just always dump this super on you now, basically, right? Darius is now able to charge apprehend. You cannot do follow-ups, but are plus after, allowing you to effectively bait parry while on offense. I am gonna parry and they're gonna do the charge hook and I'm gonna get hit every time. I think I'm doomed. Like, this shit is really scary. Jinx back, this is a really interesting change. This move sucks right now, where she goes like brrr, and she like covers the screen in bullets. Is now significantly better on hit with increased hit stun, and it now launches grounded opponents. This is probably like her fuck it you ball like tag move, you know what I mean? If you have traps out, doing this move now is probably way better and covers way more of the screen. It's probably way more annoying to deal with. Alawi, neutral heavy, and her just frame do more damage. This makes me happy. I love her just frame. There's like a 2-frame window, I think it's 2-frame, where if you do Rekka into Rekka with a delay and you have a tentacle out, you get like a big hit tentacle that like goes bing, and then it's plus 40 something on block, and then on hit you get like they just like fall, and then you have like a million frames to combo them. The thing is, nobody really did it because like doing her other B&B was just good, and like most Alawi players just never went for this. I hope that this is like the optimal damage now, and her mediums do less damage. Alawi players will be rewarded for big punishes now. Vi can cancel charge knuckle down, her forward S1 into the heavy follow-up charge into footwork. This is a really crazy change, actually, at the cost of knuckle down being slightly lower to the ground, aka it doesn't hop over lows as easily and stuff. I mean, this is parryable on reaction and you can anti-air it, but the fact that like if you make someone block it, being able to sway is cool. Warwick's able to combo airborne opponents easier. This is just quality of life stuff. And S2 Rekka into super is much more consistent. This would just like fall out at like some heights randomly. His overall power is largely the same, but he'll feel much more natural to play at beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels. This is basically just his combos feel better. Warwick, Braum, and Blitz have some issues we want to clean up for our official launch. These champs have patch notes that are quite long and are designed to clean up rough edges on a wide variety of moves. These sounds like bugs. We will be focusing on high impact changes moving forward. Bug fixes. We have a large amount of bug fixes going to improve controls and polish of the game. More info in the full patch notes. Not super ginormous game warping changes, but a lot of really nice buffs. The changes to these characters are all very reasonable, with the exception of Teemo, who I think gets hit the hardest by the system changes. She comes out now. This is really exciting. We get some dope system changes. We get some nerfs to the characters who have been the best for a while, and then we get some buffs to the other characters. My steak too juicy, my lobster too buttery. Like, this is the kind of stuff that the game needed. It doesn't matter what character they add next, because they will be cooler than Caitlyn. That's just because it won't be an arcane character and it won't be Caitlyn. You can't miss. So much hate. It's not hate. I don't hate Caitlyn. I'm just telling you the facts of life. They're gonna put Urgot low key. That'd be better somehow. Probably not by much though.